Hey guys, how's it going? Can you hear me? Can you see me? I can't hear myself, so that's not a promising sign, but can you guys hear me? Having a few technical issues today, so I'll wait for verification in the chat. Everything's looking good my end. I will just turn myself up a bit. There we go, I can hear me now. Can you guys hear me? Yep, it's all working, brilliant. Okay, well, technical issues on a Clevprof stream, starting about an hour later than what I wanted to, but here we are back, and we are playing Railroute. Now, for those of you who don't know what Railroute is, it is a game where you are a train signal controller, and you are able to control the trains, and you've got trains going to different destinations and everything. So you've got trains going in like one direction and you don't want them to crash, so you're operating the signals so that they don't crash, and you're saying, hey, you can go now. But yeah, I am excited for this. We are playing on the Glasgow map, which is part of a series that I have been doing on my channel. You can, I've been streaming every step of the way, so if you want to see the whole journey, you can go ahead and head on over to my YouTube channel, where I have a playlist of all of the Railroute VODs. And yeah, we are continuing on Glasgow. Last time we did some stabling and shunting. It's been a while since we've done this. So, oh, thank you. There's a link to all of my socials in the chat. Yeah, we did some stabling and shunting. So we started experimenting with one-way trains. So trains that only have a train at the front rather than ones that could turn around on the platform. And yeah, I think it is worth us heading straight into there. So let's do that. Now, can you guys hear the music? Is that all good? Decided we'd go for a bit more of a folky one this time. But yeah, so this is Railroute, and it is paused in the exact moment that we stopped the stream last time. And yeah, we have all of these are stations all the way along here. We've got Motherwell there, we've got whatever that one is, Newton I think it is, Bridgerton, Glasgow, Cumbernauld, Easterhouse, and Steps. And when you've got the green, that's the route that a train is going to be taking. Red means that a train is in that current section, so it won't set another train. And we've currently automated everything, I believe. So if we unpause and we set the speed to maybe 5 times like that, we can see that all of these trains are moving automatically, and that's because I've set up auto signalers. Now we have the timetable on the side. You won't actually be able to see this one, but there is one just hidden under my camera. I could put that about... can I put that somewhere? I can't put that anywhere. So yeah, this is our network. You can see that this train here is actually currently waiting for the track to be free, and the moment that it is, we'll head all the way down to here and follow that train to Newton. But today, what I want to do is maybe a bit all over the place, because it's been about a month, maybe a bit more since I played this, as I've been away on holiday and things. But yeah, I want to try and expand our network west and start connecting up a load of stations over here. Now, I think we've currently got a pretty good system all along this way. So what I would like to do is, start heading in this direction. And if we go into build mode, that makes it a bit easier for us to see where everything is. So we have a route here. We can't go any further this way because this is a terminal station. So it starts and ends at steps. But we can go this way to Springburn. We can go out of Glasgow Central this way to Queen Street, and then it looks like they're going to merge and both go to Ashfield. But what we can also do is we'll have a route going down here to Pollock Shields, and then where does that go? Oh wait, nope, my mistake. So there is one called Patrick over here, so coming out of Glasgow to Patrick, but that will kind of merge with this one from Pollock Shields. So yeah, I will leave it up to you guys in the chat. What route do we go first? Do we go Glasgow to Queen Street? Do we go Cumbernauld to Springburn? Or do we do Glasgow to Patrick? What do you guys think? Cumbernauld to Springburn, Glasgow Central to Queen Street, Glasgow Central to Patrick. Just wait a moment for chat to catch up. I imagine there's a stream delay. Glasgow to Queen Street. Okie dokie. So, let's work on that one then. Now, I'm quite happy with having those 4 configured for going that way out of Glasgow. So, I imagine we'd want some to come down and be like going in both directions, and some to only go in this direction. Now, I don't know whether we're going to have a Glasgow to Pollock Shields route eventually. So what I'm thinking we do is that we buy all the platforms of Glasgow, like that. We buy these auto blocks, which are essentially track condensed down into a much smaller area, but it actually covers a large area in real life. And then we are going to actually buy platforms 1 and 2 of Queen Street. So now we can clearly see how we could connect all of this up. And what I'm thinking is that we have platforms 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 heading out in this direction. I don't like having an odd number tracks, but what I think I'd like to do is, let's enter build mode, is have this one come out that way, this one come out that way, this one be the end of the line, and then number 7 I believe we can leave for now, and that might be one that goes down to here, or one that ends up having a train that waits a while on the platform. Now, we always want to have one track going in one direction and one track going in the other direction, so that they can kind of pass each other and you don't have to do loads of complicated signalling controls. So currently we've only got 40, is it 40 kilometer an hour? Yeah, 40 kilometer an hour track. So I think we connect here to here as our route going west, and for our route going east we have this one which runs in parallel to it. And now we connect up platforms 3 and platform 4 to all of this as well. So if we do maybe platform 4 down like that, and platform 3 down to there, that should work, because trains coming from this way will come in and can either go to there, or go to platform 5 and turn around and go out this way. And then trains coming from platform 3 can go down there, platform 5 can go down there. So we will automate all of that in a moment, but for now, let's just connect it up to the same thing at Queen Street. Now, I don't like that that's there. That makes this a bit weird. So we're going to have something a bit like that for some reason. I don't know why we can't build there. That's a bit annoying. And then we'll have the same thing coming in there. And then we're going to want to maybe turn around at Queen Street, and that's going to be facing that direction. And we may end up going further on, but we won't come to that yet. Why are there so many trains stopped? Uh-oh, what's going on here? We seem to have a bit of a traffic jam for some reason. So, this is wanting to go to Motherwell. No, it's just been to Motherwell. This is wanting to go to Whifflet. Okay, so this has come in onto the wrong platform. What this was meant to do was this was meant to come in onto platform 3, turn around, and then go that way. So we are going to... I thought we had all of this sorted. First of all, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure it doesn't happen again. And we're going to say come into Motherwell on platform 3 like that. So it comes into there and then goes out there. But in the short term, because we can't send this down to there, so what I think we do is we send this to Newton like that, and then this one should be able to come into there, turn around. We'll have to reverse this train and send it back to Whifflet. We are going to get a few delays here. And this one, if you just hold, that one can just hold there for now. So then this one we are going to want to reverse, which is like that. And then this can go to there. Things are moving, which is good. Only got a 5-minute delay. Thankfully, we were able to pick up on it pretty quick. And then you are going to go to there. Okay, it's all just waiting on that train now. So that one can now head through to there. And yep, hopefully this backlog will ease a little bit. Gonna have a bit of a queue here in the short term. Yeah, this one's gonna be about 12 minutes late, I think. Maybe 13 minutes late. But then everything should be making up time again. So that was an error on our part completely. Yeah, action required, delay risk. Yeah, we know about that. That was our fault. Sorry to the passengers on that service. And now everything is moving. Why aren't you? Because you're waiting for that one to come in. And then are you turning around? You are. So then this one should go to there. And then it's holding up all of this over here, of course. Our entire network almost ground to a halt then. But yeah, all of this is working. That's currently actually on time. This one had a delay of 5 minutes. So then we just have to make sure that all of this bit catches up. That one had a delay of 5 minutes there, delay of 2 minutes. So this will go that way. And as soon as that's clear of this signal, this one should head down to here. Yep, which will then free up this one to move out that way. This one might be held just for a moment. Yep, whoa. So that one's actually heading to Newton 1, so that's heading to there. So as soon as this one moves out of the way, this one will head up to there. Then this one will move into there, and that one will move into there. And everything is moving in the right direction. Anyway, that was certainly a squirrel moment. But, yeah. Oh gosh, why is it still being held up? I think that's just waiting for everything to still waiting for things to head down the route problem. But I think it was a necessary squirrel moment, so our entire network didn't just grind to a halt. Yeah, we've got a delay coming into Bridgerton. Yeah, that'll be this one that's coming in. That one will probably wait a moment for this route to be clear. Yeah. And there's probably another one coming into Bridgerton that will have a delay. No, this one's not delayed. That one's still got 2 minutes left. And yeah, now that this is all clearing up, that will have maybe a minute delay. Okay, back over to Glasgow Central and Glasgow Queen Street. So, where did we get to? Right, so I think we have all of the track laid that we need to. Now we need to automate it. What we also need to do is we need to pick up a conductor office and put it on Queen Street. And maybe a dispatcher office if it allows it. Yep, so then we can start getting some contracts from Queen Street and seeing where they need to go. But in the meantime, let's automate some of this using some of the sensors that we've got. So we will go out of Glasgow first, I think. So we are going to need a departure sensor on platform 3 and a departure sensor on platform 5. And when this is ready to go, it can head in this direction if it's going to Queen Street. And then when this one is ready to go, it can go in this direction if it's going to Queen Street. What I may just do is I may just delete that one and that one, so there's no chance of them heading the wrong way. And I can put another auto signal there and an auto signal like that. So why? Yes, because I've now just added a new one. So we only need it to actually go to there, to Queen Street. And this one go to there, to Queen Street. Okay. And I think that's fine to just leave this as one section. What we now want to do is we now want to put what's called a perpetual circuit, I believe, is it? Yep. Onto this one. And then set that to be green to allow it through to there. And then what we need to do is we need to put an arrival sensor in to Queen Street. So we want a auto signal to be going there, and an arrival sensor to maybe be about there for now, I think. Now let's configure this arrival sensor. So let's send this arrival sensor will control this auto signal on the way into Queen Street, so it will send it to the platform that it needs to. At the moment we'll probably only be using platform 1, and that should be Glasgow to Queen Street done. Now what we want to do is we want to put a departure sensor on Queen Street so that it can head back that way and then go this way when heading to Glasgow Central. And now we just do the same again, perpetual circuit on there, shift click onto that one so that it's green, and it just constantly allows everything through. And then we're going to need a auto signal to be here and an arrival sensor to be there. And then the arrival sensor will control this one into there, and it can send it onto any of those platforms like that. Okay, so I think that is done for now. Let's see if we've got anything that involves Queen Street. We've currently got this one that's complicated, where steps to Newton, then it stables at Newton, then it goes to Cumbernauld, and then it stables, but then it starts again at Queen Street. So that's complicated. I'd just like a nice easy one if possible. This is all Glasgow Central. In fact, what we should be able to do is if we go to contracts, go to offered, and then go Queen, nothing in there. Okay, this one. So this one is going from Whifflet to Queen Street back to Whifflet again. So let's have a look at the route that this is going to be going. So it wants to start at Whifflet, go to Queen Street, and then go back. And we want it to appear on platform 1. We'll set up the platforms first, and then we'll see where it can fit into our schedule. And then Motherwell, we want it to be on that platform. Newton, we want it to be on that platform. Glasgow Central, we want it to be on platform 3. And then it can head through to Queen Street, where it will be on platform 1. And then it can go to Glasgow Central, and it will be on platform 4, which is what we want. Then this one at Newton would be on platform 2, Motherwell would be on platform 3, and Whifflet platform 2. So then we can see this circuit working the way it's meant to. And now all we need to do is fit it into the schedule. So, is it control? Yes. So I'm wondering if it can fit into this gap here, which it looks like it can for now, all the way until it gets to Newton. So let's have it wait a little bit at Glasgow Central, and then it can fit into... Oh, okay. So maybe what we want to do is we want to let's send that back down to that size. So at the moment we can see that it will conflict with another train. So maybe let's just try a minute later. Nope. Let's try and put it into this gap here. Doesn't look like that's going to work either. So we may have to lose a train on our network in order to fit this one in, which is fine. Yeah, so there's no way that this can fit in currently. So let's go into our contracts, go to active, and what we want to look for is ones that are going from Whifflet to not many places. So this one that's going Whifflet to Motherwell, that would just be going one stop, I believe, like that. So what we're going to want to do is we're actually going to want to get rid of this contract, like that. And we hope that it wasn't actually on the network. I should have probably checked that first. I think it might be in that one. Nope, it's this one. We can see that it's white. So we'll have to manually get this one off the network. So that's now scheduled to reverse, and it can go that way and off the network. So that should have freed up a little gap. I'm also wondering if there's anything that's going Whifflet to Newton or Motherwell to Newton. So let's have a look. Whifflet to Newton. Oh, there's another one that's actually going to Motherwell. Now we want our trains to be as long as possible, so that they can fit more destinations in and serve more customers. So this one here, there is currently not a live train on the network, so that's good. And we can get rid of this one. Oh, there's a penalisation for this one, unfortunately, but that's okay. We're loaded. I don't know if you guys can see that. You can. We've got just under 800,000 money, so a small penalisation doesn't really matter. Now let's go back to offered, and let's see if we can fit this one in. We might have to reconfigure the platforms, so I'll just quickly do that one, Glasgow 3, coming down this way, Queen Street is going to be on platform 1, and then it all comes back along that way. And let's see where we can fit it in now. There should be a few gaps that have opened up. There's that one, but it's still going to conflict at Newton. Let's control click that so it can just go a bit quicker. Okay, that's good so far. But it's still going to conflict on the way back. Okay, this is looking good so far. Whifflet, Motherwell, Newton, Glasgow, Queen Street. Obviously there's not going to be a conflict because this is the first train there. Glasgow, Newton, Motherwell. But what we could do is we just move the arrival a tiny bit later on that one. Especially since the train before isn't going to be stopping there because it's a regional train. I think that looks pretty good. Speeds on the line be fine. 39, yep. We just want to check that all of these speeds are under 40, which is currently the track speed. And we can accept this, and it will be coming into Wiflet at what time? At 18:03, so we'll keep an eye out for that one. And then we'll follow it just to make sure that that all works in our network. And what else have we got? Okay, so I can start to see that things are going to need to be stabled and shunted at Queen Street. So immediately what I'm doing is I'm looking down at this section here as an area that we could do that. Remember, we needed this area up here to do this one. So I think we'll come to that in a bit, but currently there's no contracts from Queen Street, which is interesting. But then I reckon that's because they can't start there. Although, yeah, I guess any contract that includes Queen Street would appear there, like this one that includes Glasgow Central. But then eventually I imagine we'll have quite a few going through to Ashfield. So, yeah, what we want to do is we'll just skip through time, we'll let everything go quite quickly. And we are on the lookout for the 18:06 one starting at Wiflet. Let's wait a bit for a second, and we'll take this opportunity to remind you to hydrate. And have we got anything else at Queen Street? We've got quite a few of these ones. Yeah, so somehow we're going to need to like link up the shunting between Cumbernauld and Queen Street, which could be quite interesting to do. And we'll just watch our network. Keep an eye out for the 18:06 one. Currently our schedule's going up to 17:55. We can see our upcoming trains at the bottom just here. It is a very nerdy game, so I understand that this definitely isn't everyone's cup of tea, but I have fun doing it. This pleases my brain, and yeah. We're getting near to it. So I can see 18:04 at the bottom down here. There you go, 18:06. Don't think I clicked the right one. Oh, and I got out of that. That one. Okay. So this is our train here. Let's follow it by pressing T, I thought it was. And let's just watch this go through our network and we'll see if there's any problems. I might just zoom out a bit so we can get the bigger picture. So that's going into our auto block to Motherwell. Coming out and heading straight onto platform 4, that's good. I'll spend a moment there. And then that's going to head to Newton. Now, there might be a small delay just here, but as long as it arrives on time on its schedule and it doesn't hold up other trains, that's fine, which it has done. There's just over a minute left before it needs to leave at 18:16. And that's ready to go. That's going to route to Glasgow. It's in the auto block again. And it's already pathed onto why has that gone to platform 4? Okay, small little problem then. we've clicked on the wrong one. We were following the wrong one, guys. That one's just turning back. This is the train we're meant to be following. Oh, okay, I thought it was... Oh, was it 1803? And I got it mixed up. Anyway, it seemed to work fine to get there and didn't hold up the train before it. Or after it. It's going in the auto block to Queen Street now. This is the bit we're most interested in. Is whether it can go between Glasgow Central and Queen Street. Okay, and we've already started to see a problem. So it's stopped in the auto block. And that is because there's nothing telling this signal when to go. So we need to actually put the perpetual system on that one and set that to green, and also do the same down here. And now that should work. This is why we follow it for the first time. And then that should turn around now and head out that way, which is good. Into the auto block. Can speed up time a little bit while it's in here. And then that's going to head out onto that platform there. Very short delay, but we should still be on time. And then that will be heading out that way. Newton 2. And Motherwell 3. Whifflet 2, and we know that that route works because we've tested that before. Keep doing that. Okay, so we have a successful route between Glasgow Central and Queen Street. Now let's see if we can populate it a bit. And then we'll build another route, and we'll do the same again. So we'll go into our contract manager, go to offered, and see if there's anything involving Queen Street, which there currently isn't. So what I think we do is we leave that for now, and we build our next route, which I will leave up to you guys again. So get ready to type in the chat which route you want. Now we can either go Queen Street to Ashfield, we can go Cumbernauld to Springburn, or we can go Pollock Shields to Queen Street. I'll say those all again. Queen Street to Ashfield, Springburn to Cumbernauld, Queen Street to Pollock Shields. What do you guys think? Which one should we do? Let's have your say in the chat. Cumbernauld to Springburn is what you're saying. Okay, cool. Now, do we reckon that there will be a need for Cumbernauld to Queen Street as well? Because that will probably affect how we design this. I think we do the Cumbernauld to Springburn, and then we can add in a junction here if we need to. So, first thing we're going to want to do is buy Springburn and buy these auto blocks here. We've already got the stuff at Cumbernauld. Okay, and I'm going to want to actually pause the game because we're going to be connecting it to an existing line. So, we've currently got this one heading that way, and we're going to need to get rid of that one for now. I can just delete those because we're not using them. So how do we connect it up? So we've got a junction here where it'll be going up to there and up, and from there down to there, and from here across to there. So we'll need a bit of track. First of all, we can put that there, and we'll need a bit of track coming out. Now I really hope we don't need steps down to here, because that will make this junction very complicated. So I think what we have to do is we delete. Oh, I don't want to delete them much. I'll build off it, I think. So let's take this one step at a time. This auto block to this auto block. It's going to have to cross over the other line, but that should work. And then this auto block to this auto block. Okay, that should be quite simple. Now, do you think that we have to get steps to Springburn? I think we might have to connect that up. I mean, the space is indicative that we might need to do that. So let's try this. We're going to need this one that's coming down to come into here like that, and this one that's going up to go maybe down like that. Okay, now what we've got to do is we've got to route them all. So I'm going to first of all turn that off, and we've got quite a few different options here. So what we need to do first of all is put a routing sensor onto there. So anything coming this way that goes up to steps will go that way, and then that's going to Springburn will go that way. So that will automatically flip these points here. Although I think actually we're going to I'm going to delete that, because we're probably going to be going in different ways so that it doesn't conflict. Although I guess that could work actually. No, let's do it back again. That one to steps, that one to Springburn. And then what we're going to want to do is have the same thing coming down from steps. It will mean that I think only one can be in this section at a time, unless they're not crossing. So we'll have a auto signal there, and a routing sensor I will put there. And then anything that, so this one's controlling that. So anything to Cumbernauld be going that way. Anything to Springburn will be going that way. And then we just need one here. And I'm probably actually going to want to put that onto there, that onto there. That might mess up something at Cumbernauld, but we'll come back to that. So anything going up there to steps, and then anything going there to Cumbernauld. And I will put a perpetual system on this one and this one that allow for that. And now we look at the error messages that we've got. So this one obviously can't get to that signal now because there's another signal in the way. So that one is now going to be configured. No, what we're going to do is we're going to say to that one for Cumbernauld or Springburn, because that's the route we want it to take. This one, yeah, can't reach that. So that one's going to be going to Cumbernauld. And then we should have, there'll be an arrow over here where that one is going to there for steps or Springburn. And I think that will work. We will see. But now we should be able to unpause this. And I kind of want to see something going this way. So we'll see this one in a moment. Head down that way. And then there's another one that's coming into platform 2 that will hopefully go along this way. For some reason that's delayed, but I think we'll come back to that. So we saw that this one worked all the way down to there. Okay, this one's actually turning around. So we need to look at our timetable for steps. And we'll have this one coming back. So, but I don't see any reason why that shouldn't work for now. Okay. So we'll just keep an eye on that, see if there's any problems. And now we want to connect into Springfield and Queen Street. We'll just do, I said Springfield. Springburn. But I think we'll just do Springburn for now. So connect you into that one. Connect you into that one. You're going to be going that way. You're going to be going that way. And then I can set that up. Like that. And put a auto signal there. And an arrival sensor there. So that this one can get into there. Then we're going to need a departure sensor on Springburn. So that this one can goes to there if it's going to steps or Cumbernauld. And then we're going to need perpetual circuit on that one, and that one, so that we can infinitely do that, and we can infinitely do that one. Okay. Now let's build the buildings that we need, that one and that one. And we'll see if we can get any contracts to Springburn. I wonder if I've got it configured in a filter somewhere. Contracts manager. Okay, so I've only got things that are going via Cumbernauld as at the moment, so I can get rid of that. And that should hopefully provide a lot more options, I believe. Yeah, we should be able to get commuter. We don't want freight, that's bad for us, because they're the ones that have to spend ages on the platform. Okay, we've got one coming from... Ooh, that's an interesting route. That's a big long route. Wow. That's coming from Whifflet, which is platform 1, Motherwell, platform 4, Newton, platform 1, coming all the way. Do we want to go in that way? We haven't got it configured to go there, so then it's going to have to go across, I believe, to Cumbernauld platform 2, and then that should head out along this route to Springburn platform 2. Then it's going to go to Cumbernauld platform 3, I believe. And it will come down this route here into Bridgerton 2. Gosh, okay. Now we have to try and find somewhere that this fits in. Please be nice to us and allow it to fit in there. It doesn't fit into Cumbernauld. But that's the only one, so is that conflicting with something major? No, that's just steps to Cumbernauld service. So let's actually configure this one and get rid of it, because it's just a small little one, and we want we want the most options for our customers. And now we can go back to this one, and we might have to reconfigure the platforms. That's all fine down there. We want it to come in on platform 2, and then go to platform 2, platform 3, yeah, platform 2, and it should is that conflicting with another one as well? It's conflicting with a regional train. Well, that's annoying. And let's see if we can fit it into this gap here, which I can immediately see we can't on the way back. But that might work. Springburn, and then all we have to do is we just make a arrival a minute later, or we have a slightly longer wait there, and then Bridgerton. That's all green, so that can fit in. And let's look at this, 1954. Remember that, chat, 1954, that's the train that we want. So let's fast forward time and keep an eye out for the 1954 coming from Whifflet. Again, remember to hydrate. It's very important, chat. Got the 1949 that I can see. And there's our 1954 to Springburn. So we can see it not yet on our on the system, but we know it's an upcoming train. And I will just set the time to maybe 6. I'll just quickly go through this last minute, and it should be coming in now. And now we can follow it, and hopefully that this all works. This will also be a another test of our junction, so I'll go a bit faster and watch it at 10 times speed. That's quick enough so that if a problem happens, I can pause and solve it, but it's not really slow. Like if we went real time, it's so slow, guys. So yeah, we'll do that. It's currently in the auto block. Going to Motherwell. That's good. And then it's going to go to Newton. It's going in on the right platform at Newton. Okay, that's now gonna route up to there. That's going on the right side, which is good. And it didn't hold any trains up. There is another one behind us at Cumbernauld, but that's scheduled a minute later than us, so. And that's going on to platform 3 anyway, so that's good. So now, if we head down here, our junction should automatically route straight on, yep. Into the other auto block, and then once it comes out, it will trigger the arrival sensor that will put it onto platform 2. That's brilliant. And then it will wait there for a couple of minutes. Can speed up time again. Yeah, it's heading out on the right in the right direction. That's good. Into the auto block, automatically routing straight on. Into the other auto block. Speed up time again. And then coming into platform 3. That's going to come down to there. Route down to Bridgerton. And into Bridgerton on platform 2. Brilliant. That worked flawlessly. No. So now we can see that we've got some more ones for Queen Street. And Springburn. So let's have a look at these. So we've got steps to Queen Street. Now I imagine that's just a simple steps to Queen Street one. Oh no, I thought that would have wanted to just go down like that, but in actuality that wants to come out of steps, go to Cumbernauld, and then go round. Now, have we planned for that? We've got to have planned for that. Huh? Have we not got anything that's going around here and to Glasgow? Is that not? I thought we'd have done that. Oh no. Where are you going? We've got stuff that goes round to there, but nothing that goes round and into there. Oh, well, that's annoying. And look how complicated this is. Oh. Okay. Gotta think for a moment if there's a way we can do this without having it disrupting too much. Okay, and it's going to be a nightmare because this is one of the busiest sections of our train system. Okay, I think what I've got to do is I've got to essentially stop the trains on this bit because I can't have anything in the auto blocks. But what I'm thinking is if I can have it so that this goes down, so there's not an auto signal there. But hopefully that won't matter too much because it'll only not go into the first section of auto block. So I think I'm going to need to actually turn you off. You're going to complain at me, I know. Okay. I think I just managed to clear that section of track. So if we got rid of that and then did that down to there, and I can't put that on. Maybe what I need to do is also then how do I it's occupied currently. Move that back to there. And then a load of sensors and things have gone slightly wrong, but that's okay. And then I'll just set this to go in a moment. And we'll just have to configure a route down to there. So let's fix the problems first that we just created. So yeah, that can't reach there, but that can now reach to there. So that will automatically trigger those circuits. And this one will do the same, but it's a routing sensor, so we need to do that and select Glasgow. Okay. We've already got a route back up, I believe. Have we? That's a relay sensor. Why isn't that a routing sensor? Have we only got... So currently we've only got trains that go there. So if we delete that and replace it with a routing sensor, then we should be able to have something go into that direction that's going to Bridgerton. Something goes in this direction to Cumbernauld, this direction to Easterhouse, and that we're not actually sending anything down to Newton that way, I don't think. Yeah. Okay. And then we just need the route down here. So if we sent that on platform 4, so that one is also going to be for Glasgow Central, and then we need to replace that relay sensor with a routing sensor that can go there. So that will control that, and that can send that to Glasgow Central and that to Newton. And then we just need Glasgow Central. Have we not got a way of something coming? Oh yeah, it'll come in on this one, go down to there. So the departure sensor will send to there. If it's going... Wait. I want it coming back up on that one. So I need to clear that track a little bit and then put a... Oh goodness, okay. So you're going to have to move to there. And then you are going to have to go like that. We're all going to be automatically configured for there. And then anything that comes down to here will route to that station if it's going to Cumbernauld. I don't think we need to do Easter House yet. And you're going to be going to there if you're going to... Oh wait, why don't I just send it onto platform... Yeah, I could have just sent it onto platform 1 always. But I guess it gives me more flexibility. So that one can go to Cumbernauld or Easter House. Okay, and then all I need to do is set that one on its way and everything should work. Oh, I'm nervous. Where are you wanting to go? You're wanting to go to Cumbernauld. So why aren't you... Yep, you are. Okay, so that's still working. This is going to be interesting, this one coming down. Yep, so that will route through that system. This one will wait a moment. And then go to that one. And then that will route back up to there. That one should still head back round. Okay, why aren't you happy? Because you're going to platform 1 and you haven't moved out of the way. Oh, I need to configure it for Bridgerton as well on this departure sensor. That one there, anything going to Bridgerton. So you automatically go to that one. Okay. Goodness me, guys, this is complicated. I didn't think I'd have to be reconfiguring any of this yet. So as soon as you pass through, this one will send its way up to there. And then you should be on your way to Bridgerton. Wait for this one to go through, and that sets its route across. And as soon as this one is clear, that one will go down to there. Okay, that all appears to be working. Touch wood. Whew. I think I did a pretty good job there. Sorry if that went quite fast. There was a lot going through my brain. But now what we should be able to do is, what was it? Steps to Queen Street. So let's configure this. Steps, platform 2. Cumbernauld, platform 4. It's going to head down that way. And we can put it onto platform 1 or 4. We'll see what happens with our timetabling. Oh wait, no, it's going to Queen Street, so it definitely needs to be on platform 3. That's why we did this. So that then comes to Queen Street platform 1. And then it goes back to Glasgow platform 4. Yes, that's why we did that. I knew there was a reason, guys. And then you're going to go up to Cumbernauld platform 2. You like the music choice? Oh, thank you. It's folk, I believe. It's very calming in the stresses of the game. And then up to Steps, platform 1. So that has to be on those platforms. Let's see if we can... Oh, I don't want to actually do that. There we go. I wanted to do it on this one. There. Which doesn't work on Cumbernauld on the way back. Well, that's annoying. Can I just bypass and put it there? Somewhere around here? Oh, that looks good. Yes. Brilliant. So this is starting at 21:38. Remember that, guys. 20. I've got it down here, so we'll just wait until it comes up, I guess. And let's speed through and have a drink. I quite like folk music. It's very relaxing, quite chill. Some of these songs I might add to my own playlists. All of the music in my streams is provided from Epidemic Sounds. If you use the command !music, you can see all of the a link to Epidemic Sounds that provide royalty-free music, well, copyright-free music for all of my streams and my videos. They're not a sponsor or anything, but if they want to sponsor, I'm open to sponsorships. So we're nearly there, so I'm going to slow down time just a little bit. Here we go, and now we can track this one. So you head down there. You're going to route to that one. Yep, cool. I just saw this as another error that had been made, so. Oh, that was quite a delay. How did we not pick up on that before? Did I change something? It's going to go through here, and then this should go onto platform 4. You can see that Cumbernauld is quite a busy station, and now it goes into the really complicated part of the network, and we will see whether this works. Send a command, wait for the track to be clear, and it's heading down that way. Yep, that's good. And then this needs to head to platform 3. It is. So that's going, yep, onto platform 3, and then this should depart, heading towards Queen Street. Now, that's good. And we've seen this bit work before with Queen Street, so we can skip some time, especially because it's quite a big auto block there. And then back through, out of Queen Street, and that's going to head up to Glasgow Central on to platform 4, and we'll watch this bit a bit more closely because this is a new bit. So then it should route to the auto block at the top that train to Bridgerton's just come out of, So we're going to have to wait for this train into Glasgow to pass, and then it will automatically route us across to there. Okay. And it will send us up to platform 2, which is good. We'll arrive into there now. And then we'll head off back to steps, and we should head to platform 1, which it looks like we're going to. We'll see what happens with the arrival sensor. Yep, platform 1. Okay. Perfect. Right, so let's have a look at our Springburn stuff. Springburn to steps. Steps to Springburn, steps to Springburn. Got a Bridgerton to Springburn 1. If we can fit that somehow through the system. Bridgerton, another Whifflet, and another Whifflet. Okay, and in terms of Queen Street, Bridgerton to Queen Street, steps to Queen Street, steps to Queen Street, Whifflet to Queen Street, steps to Queen Street to Bridgerton. That could be an interesting one. Yeah, let's work on that one. So, steps platform 2, go into Cumberland 4, Glasgow 3, and then Queen Street 1, Glasgow 4, and across to Bridgerton 3. So all we have to have a conflict in is Cumberland and Bridgerton. Ooh, okay. So I will probably want to get past there. And if I can just bring that back a little bit so that it bunches up as much as possible at Bridgerton. That all looks good to me, all green. And that's going to be starting at 22:47. So just do the same thing. And we can just watch our network working, which I think is quite satisfying. I might just get a quick screenshot of all of this working. If I do that, and then do there we go. That might be the thumbnail. Don't know if you guys can hear a siren, but where's this train? It's going to arrive now. There we go. And I will slow it down. Well, we've done this bit before. There shouldn't be any problems. I will slow it down as it comes into Spaghetti Junction, as I think we're now going to call it. Unless you guys have any better names for this bit all the way down there. Or down here. I indicated with my hand and then realised that you couldn't see that. So, well done, Clevprof. Yeah, so that heads down there. Yep, platform 3. Across to Queen Street. Through the auto block. And I've just seen that our money, we've raised 1 million. So we are currently millionaires in-game. Sadly not in real life. Although it'd be nice, wouldn't it? Yep, so this is all working fine. And then this is going to be heading to Glasgow on platform 4, which I just realised I might not have configured to set to Bridgerton. I did not. Okay. That's a good catch. So that can go like that. I'll go back to tracking it. And this is why we watch the trains. Yep, so that's automatically and that way you could get a lot of dominoes with that sort of money. That's a lot of dominoes. I could probably buy dominoes. I could have my own dominoes in my flat or my house. Yeah, I wouldn't be living in a flat if I've got that kind of money. I'd be living in a mansion with my own pool and an office rather than my living room. And yeah, I could have my own dominoes for that money. Hire a chef that just makes me pizza. That'd be cool. Go on, chat. What would you do if you had £1 million? Or dollars, or whatever currency you're in. I mean, I guess in some currencies, it's $1 million wouldn't be that much. So, like, you could be a millionaire and it could be the equivalent of having £100 or something. But, yeah, in sort of UK currency, dollars, euros, that kind of thing, where you could buy a 20-bedroom house or something, I don't know, for being a millionaire. Yeah, what do you think? I guess maybe in London that's a 2-bedroom flat, because London prices. But, yeah. What would you do if you were a millionaire? I'd probably save a lot of the money, in all honesty. It's a bit of a boring answer, but yeah. It's sad, but you'd probably give your family some, buy a house, and then save the rest because I'd be too afraid to use it. Yeah, I mean, buy a house, do up a house. Could be quite cool. Get a little cottage or something. Have I definitely want my own pool. I think that's something that I really want. Yeah, and then I'd give some to my family. Help my sister through uni. Pay off my student loan. I mean, in all honesty, pay off my student loan, and with the remaining £2, probably go or maybe the remaining £5 if I'm being generous. Maybe the remaining £5 go and get a chippy tea or something. Because student loans are ridiculous, aren't they? We're very boring, aren't we? We are, but yeah, I think also, like, realistic. I mean, a pool is quite exciting. That's one of your, like, dreams when you were a kid, right? So, yeah, you're like, I want a pool that has a slide that goes from my bedroom down into the pool, and yeah, and I mean, that would be fun. I'd have my own office. I'd probably improve my setup. At the moment, I have 2 monitors plus an iPad that I'm using. I'd probably end up having many monitors. I'd maybe have like 3 or 4 monitors. I'd get a new Mac and invest a lot in the sort of quality of my videos. I mean, I have been investing a fair amount in the quality of my videos already. You'll notice a big difference between when I started and I was using a MacBook and just using a Blue Snowball microphone and my Mac webcam and things like that, to now where I have a proper XLR microphone. Don't know if you guys can actually see it. There you go, if I just bring it a bit further forward. Probably messing with all the audio as well and deafening you guys, so apologies for that. But yeah, that's all hooked in. I've got proper monitors, I've got a better camera, got a ring light. There's been a lot of improvement in the last 5 months, 6 months, something like that. I haven't been streaming that long, so yeah. But anyway, back to the game. That was definitely
Squirrel!
a squirrel moment. Okay, so what do we do next? Maybe we have another one to Springburn. This should be a pretty simple one. Come into Springburn, go to platform 2, and then go back to platform 1. Yep, why not? Let's just put that into the system. It gives us another little bit. That's heading through there. And that will head down to platform 2. It will then turn around. And then it should head back up that way. Cool. Nice and simple. Maybe we do a few of those. Just make sure that they don't conflict with any existing trains, like that one. Can put in Bridgeton to Springburn. Might be a bit more of a challenge, but we'll see what we can do. So let's get the platforms right. We want it to start on platform 1, go to Cumbernauld platform 2, and then head down to Springburn platform 3. Platform 2. Cumbernauld platform 3, and then Bridgeton platform 2. Yep. The routing looks a bit weird, but it will go that way. Now we just have to try and fit it in, which could be a bit of a nightmare. Although, if we maybe just extended how long it is there, it can fit nicely into those gaps there. Cool. Now we're not actually following these ones, so we'll have to just keep an eye out for any that are complaining and going the wrong way or something, but we can do that. Let's have a whifflip to Springburn 1. So we'll head down here, and we want it on that one, that platform 1, and it's going to come in to Cumbernauld 2, which I can see is already filling up. Springburn 2, then it's going to be platform 4, down to here, where it's going to go to Newton 2, Motherwell 3, Whifflet 2, and try and fit this in somehow. Doesn't look like that one's going to be any good, so let's maybe try and fit it into this gap. Nope. There's not many gaps, is there, really? Yeah, I think that's going to be, like, we've kind of maximized Whifflet, so if we get the timetable for Whifflet, can I put it at the bottom? It's going to be hidden behind the camera, isn't it? It's a shame I can't just... You can kind of see that. maybe I just have a load of stations that you don't need to see at the top. So things like Motherwell. Oh, I put it on the other side of the screen. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put Easterhouse there, Whifflet there. So now you guys can at least see it all. And I'll just put Glasgow Central onto... Oh no, I like to see which side of the map they're coming from. Although if I do that, I can then do Easterhouse, Bridgerton, Whifflet, so we can see things coming onto this side of the map. And if we go onto this side of the map, we've got Steps, and I don't actually need to see Cumbernauld. Nothing else is coming onto that side of the map. So I think that works. Now what that is, guys, is this is the timetable for each station. I probably should have explained that. So we can see that each one of these is a train that's departing out of Whifflet, and each one of these is the train that's coming into Whifflet. And this one is one that's not stopping. So if we expand, you can really start to see how full our network is getting. So Easterhouse has quite a bit, but Easterhouse doesn't seem to have many many contracts that aren't freight. And Steps still has a big big potential. But Whifflet, really, we're looking at like possibly one more departure there, and a few possible arrivals there. Bridgerton, we've got platform 1 where they're leaving, platform 2 where they're coming in, and then platform 3 is both. So we can see this symbol here is it's leaving Bridgerton, but this one here is coming into Bridgerton. So yeah, all of those are kind of... Platform 3 is both directional, which may be what we do for Glasgow Central. But we'll see. But yeah, we've got a bit of space in Bridgerton that we can fit a few trains in. But I think what we really want to do is do some more Steps ones. So Steps to Glasgow Central, that's an interesting line. Of course, Cumbernaud's quite busy as well, but there is gaps there. Okay, so we want it to start on Steps 2. And my game froze for a moment, that was weird. And then it's going to go to Cumbernauld 4, and then Glasgow 4, and then come back to Cumbernauld 2, which is currently the only one that we've got going in that direction. It's Cumbernauld 2 that ends up being quite busy, and then it's going to be Steps 1. So let's try and see if this can be squeezed in anywhere. It can fit into Steps, but it can't fit into Cumbernauld. We're getting into clearer time. Okay, but then Glasgow Central's the problem. Although because that's actually going to be turning around at Glasgow, that could be platform 2. Yeah, we only really need to use platform... Yeah, we can do platform 2 for that, I think. Oh, wait, have we already configured platform 1? Yeah, that could be technically platform 1, I think. We'll watch this one, I think, just to make sure that it's all working fine, and that's 3:15. So what we can do is we can expand this, and we can see this one here is actually a trial, and we can click on that, and it shows us all the information which was already displayed at the bottom. And yep, we'll skip through time and take this opportunity to have a drink. So yeah, 3:15, and then everything seems to still be moving fine. You can see it coming up on the timetable here. So there'll be one more departure, which is that one there. This one just here. And then there'll be our train that we're going to follow. I'll keep skipping through some time. Music's still good. I think I might go for this playlist a lot of the time, depending on the vibe of the stream. I think it works for Railroute, but if I'm hunting monsters in Minecraft, then maybe not, or Plate Up might be a bit much. So that's heading down here. I'll just adjust time. And then this will route into the middle auto block. Hopefully we're not creating too much of a traffic jam here. That is a small worry, but that should all go now. And we'll see whether this one makes it on time. That one's already routed onto platform 4, so this is gonna turn around our train. And okay, that one was delayed by 3 minutes, so that's something we'll have to look out for. And then it's heading up past that train. It is creating a bit of a backlog, and yeah, we have a problem. Why is okay? Because that's routed onto there. So I guess I wonder if this is going to work properly. Our train's there, and that should be fine to head off to steps 1. But yeah, what was the problem down here? Is this the train that's going to be really late? Okay, why couldn't you get there? So okay, I think maybe that's a problem for another stream. So, but for now, let's actually expand further. There's another bridge turn, steps. Okay. What I think we do now then is I think we what's going to be the best route to send things on? I think we connect up to Ashfield and then start to see what contracts we have available. So what we'll do is we will build this platform, this auto block, and we will just buy all of the platforms at Ashfield. And I'm wondering how we do this. Maybe platform 1 can be for things turning around at Queen Street, coming from this direction. Platform 3 can be for things heading off in this direction. Platform 2 can be for sending things down to here. So we want maybe platform 3. Now, do you think we need to connect this up here? I mean, there is like space there, but we obviously don't have to utilize every single bit of space. What do you guys reckon? Do you reckon that we'll need a connection from Queen Street direct to Steps, or Queen Street to Cumbernauld? It's hard to know, isn't it? I guess maybe you'd do it, okay. So now we're working on a live line, so we pause, and we might as well wait for this train to get out of our way. And just get past the next signal. Okay, so now we're going to want to work on this junction here. So first of all, let's mark which platforms we want going in which direction, which I think that would be good. We can have things that come down here onto 4 and then go that way. Things that come here onto 3, onto that way, this way, 2, and then that way. Although we might even need to connect 3 down to there as well, but that's all going to come later. So now we're going to need it's a little hourglass shape, so I think what I want to do is delete things up here so it gives us a bit more room to work. We can put back all of our signals and things in a bit. And this is going to head... Oh, we only have 1. Oh. Okay. So only 1... We'll have to control this quite a lot. So Queen Street to Springburn is now. So we've got this way and this way already done. And Queen's Way to Springburn. Now let's do Springburn to Queen Street. Which should work a bit like that. Now what we want is we want Queen Street to connect to the auto block. So if it's coming up this way, it can just connect to that one. But then it can come from the auto block down this way. Okay. That's gonna be fun. And then we'll need to connect this in case it wants to bypass. So it goes Glasgow Central up. Which I will put this one into there. And I will turn this off. And actually I will delete the perpetual circuit there and perpetual circuit there. So now I'm just going to delete that and that. We're going to want, okay, don't like that. This is going to cut, because I want to use platform 3 for sending that way as well. So it's going to go a bit like that, which I think works. I wonder if there's a way that I can move all of this down just to give me a bit more space to work with. So maybe if it comes across and then 1. Yep, that seems to work. And then this is coming into that way. I may as well make it satisfying. Yeah, we don't need that to come onto platform 2. So, but we do need it to come out of here and into there. So I'll have it come off that one, and then try and make that a bit nicer. So it comes off of here, like that. Yeah, that looks good. And then coming down, it's going to need to head across that way. Okay. Wow. So we want a departure sensor there. We're going to want a I think I might have to utilize a bit of this space here. And delete that there. Let's take this one step at a time. Queen Street down to here. That should just be a simple case of a relay switch, relay sensor, going from there to allow it into this one. So you depart to that one if you're going to Glasgow Central, and then your relay configures that route. Okay, and then coming from here into Queen Street, we're going to need an arrival sensor there. So then that one can control this into Queen Street and get onto any of those 3 platforms. Now we're going to want to do so we've done there to there. Now let's work out of Queen Street first of all. Then we're going to want Queen Street to Springburn, and Springburn into Queen Street. So that's going to be this one. I think what we... Oh, that's a bit annoying. If I want this to ideally be 3 long so that I can have a auto signal there, an auto signal there, and then a sensor in the middle. But I don't think that's going to work. We might be making track that doesn't need to exist here. Like, do we need to go from Queen Street into Springburn? I don't think we do we? Like, there's going to be no reason for it to go from there to there. What do you guys think? Do you think there's going to be a need to go from Springburn to Queen Street? There might be a need from Queen Street to Steps, or Queen Street to Cumbernauld. Yeah, don't think so. Okay. Which means I can probably redesign some of this. We don't need it like that. Wonder if this goes a bit weird. Can we utilize tunnels yet? If we press U, what do we need to get for tunnels? We can unlock tunnels. Okay, so now we've got tunnels. That might make things a little easier. Because I want 2 ways going this way. I wonder if this is just a way there, and then if we have something coming along, it can come out to, it can kind of go under here, and then come in. Or maybe that just goes under to there, and then merges, but then that's... Ooh, this is a tough one, guys. Tricky one. Unless... Oh, hold on. Would that work? Okay, we've got this one sorted. We're now going to do Queen Street up to this auto block here. Yes, that should work. So we want this departure to go to here if you're going to Steps or Cumbernauld. And then I should be able to just have a relay sensor that controls that. Okay. So that will then head to there. And then from here, we're going to need a routing sensor. And you're going to need to go to I'm still going to need that to there, which is weird. I don't know how I feel about that. It's actually, I'm just going to restart this little section here, I think. If it can go like that, I can then have that there with an arrival sensor into Springburn. So I just need to reconfigure that bit. And I need to put one of them there. Okay, so Queen Street to there if it's Cumbernauld or Steps. Then a relay sensor from this direction to there, and that will go into there. Then a routing sensor will send that way to Springburn, that way to Queen Street. And can I put another relay? I can't, but I wouldn't need to because, oh wait, it would need to be a routing, can't put a routing sensor. Can I put an arrival sensor? I can. So I don't actually think anything's going to be going down here. Oh, yeah, things might. Maybe I don't need this. But that's going to help for the arrivals into there. It's annoying that I can't put a routing sensor on top of that one for heading in the other direction. Wonder if I do that and then a routing sensor that controls this one, and then you go that way if going to Glasgow. Yes, I can do that. And then an arrival sensor can be here that can control that signal into Queen Street. Brilliant. So that's all connected up back there. Now, so Queen Street's connected. Springburn, on the other hand, we need to send to there if they're going to Steps or Cumbernauld. And this is an arrival sensor into Springburn. And then, so that should work both ways already. This is already configured. You have to head that way into Springburn and head this way out of Springburn. So then from here to this kind of auto block down here and this auto block up to this one. So, if you're heading down, you also need to head to Glasgow if you're heading onto that way. And then this one will control this one and say, hey, you're going to Glasgow, go this way. And then that will work in. And then coming out, I think a routing sensor there. So, hey, you're going to Steps or Cumbernauld, head up this way there, and then that relay sensor should automatically trigger it to there. Okay, I think that's done. That was very complicated. Wow. And what I think I'm going to do, guys, is I am going to take a quick break there because I have been streaming for just over 2 hours. So yeah, we are going to take a break here. Now, would you like to listen to the folk music or my paused music? I think the paused music is easier for me, but I can quickly reconfigure some stuff, or maybe that's something I do off stream. Pause music's a bit sort of more upbeat and the volumes. Pause music is fine. Okie doke. So we'll head over to this scene then. And yeah, I will be back in a moment. Make sure you stretch your legs, have a drink, have a snack, do whatever you need to do. And yeah, see you in a moment. And we're back. Hope you all had a good break. Made sure you have a stretch, have a drink. It's important to look after yourselves while we're streaming. You can end up being sat in the same position for quite a long period of time. So yeah, have just noticed that the light in the room is getting a bit darker. So let's do that, and hopefully that helps just provide a bit more light for everything, so you can see me. Hello, I'm up here in the corner. And yeah, we will head back to the game now. Okie doke. So where were we? This should all work now. Just watch this one leave. I don't think we've edited anything down here. Oh, we have with this relay sensor, but that should just send it through to there. Cool. Okay. Right then. This just across to there. Oh, yep. Need to reconfigure that to there. If there's anything else that you think I've missed, like this perpetual circuit down here, which will need to be onto that one, then let me know. I think it all should be good. This should be able to come out. I don't see why it shouldn't in whenever this time runs out. Yep. And this is heading into there, to platform 1. Yep, okay. So let's look at what contracts we have available. Bridgeton to Queen Street, Steps to Queen Street. Have we not got anything that's going to be utilising this track yet? Well, that's rude. Have we unlocked the custom custom cycles yet? What is it? What's it called? Is it something in there? Custom contracts. No, we haven't unlocked that yet. We need to be hitting. It says 20, but is it 30? Oh, yeah, that's when we get. That's where we get a star reward. So currently we are doing 10 trains, regional trains per cycle. But we want tier 3, which will give us custom contracts. So that's something we've kind of got to work towards, I think. What's an advanced arrival sensor? Configure which platforms are used for the routing of trains that arrive at any platform and passing trains that arrive at any platform. Does not route trains that do not have the connected station in their schedule. Okay. I think I understand that. But I also think that I am getting a wee bit distracted and a bit... Squirrel! Because what we were going to be doing was we were going to be connecting it up to Ashfield. So let's do that first. More building tracks, lots of building track today. And we're going to want this to be in this direction, and we can rotate that. And this to be in that direction. Okay, now we've got to link up Springburn and Queen Street to there, and there to Springburn and Queen Street. So let's see what we can do with that. Let's start with Springburn, which should be pretty simple to just head down like that. And then what we're going to want to do is I'm actually going to make platform 3 both directions. So platform 5 can be things that stop from this way and head up there, and platform 4 can go through, and then platform 3 should be the one that goes back through, maybe. But either way, let's try and route this in. So there to there, and this will need to head across like that. And yeah, so that heads out up to there, that heads out up to there. And then it's going to need to go across to platform 3 that way. Is this going to make it far more complicated than it needs to be? Because I have a habit of doing that, so let's just see what we can do. This is going to come out of here, and that needs to head down and across to there. So I'm wondering, maybe you do something a bit like that. And then we might need to send things into that way. But that should work. It's a big cross in the middle, so I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. I'd like it that if it was possible it didn't cross over. Maybe it comes up and then across like that. It's going to cross over the track, but I'd rather it not be at like a 90-degree angle, but that actually should work, shouldn't it? So we're going to need perpetual on that one, perpetual on that one, and we will work through it step by step, just like we've been doing the whole stream. So let's do spring burn down to here, which should be pretty easy. We just need a departure sensor onto there. And it may actually be worth having that so that it doesn't always lock up this bit of track when the train's still up here. And then we can have a relay sensor there, which means we can configure it down to there if it's going to Ashfield. And then this one can just control that one to there. That's down to there, that's all sorted. And then coming out of here, we're going to need a routing sensor, probably there. And I will do the same thing again, where we have that there and a arrival sensor there. So let's, first of all, we also need to do that. Why can't I route? Okay, maybe because there's no track behind it. But remind me guys to set this perpetual circuit up. So now we route. So this one can go up to there. For Springburn. And if it's Queen Street, we'll just use an arrival sensor. And then this one is an arrival sensor into Springburn, like that. So now what we'll do is we will just have a arrival sensor into Queen Street, which can control that signal into there and go onto either of those lines. No, we'll just be going onto number 3. Do we want to give ourselves the option of platform 5? What do you guys think? I imagine Queen Street's going to get pretty busy, so if we just did that, should automatic. Oh yeah, the route's going to be a bit weird now, but just configure that back up to Springburn. And the arrival sensor can now go into 5 or 3. Okay. So that should all be good for now. And now let's do Ashfield. Now I don't think things can turn around here. So we will just connect that into there. I might do this a bit further down. So everything comes out 1, everything comes out 1, everything comes out 1. I think platform 3 is going to be our both directional one on this one. So then in there, oh, what on earth happened there? So it's all just going to come down there. We can put a perpetual circuit there. And then a arrival sensor there, which controls that into Ashfield. And then we just have something similar on the bottom, so that it goes Straight across like that. Oh, that looks so neat. I'm happy with that. That's pretty cool. And we need to do that perpetual. I think it may even be worth having that and then having that as a perpetual as well. Just so we can maximize things coming in and out. Yeah, that looks so neat. I'm happy with that. And then all we need is a departure sensor. Oh, and the buildings. We'll build the buildings now. A departure sensor on each of these. Which always just goes to there. If we do, I think it'll just automatically. We don't need to select the station because there's only one way out. Okay, let's see if we get any contracts with Ashfield, and we can add Ashfield onto the side where we can see the schedule. Obviously, there's nothing there yet because we've only just built the station. And yeah, I think I might take another screenshot of all of that. Cool. Come on, Ashfield. Maybe we go contracts manager and see if anything's come up from Ashfield. Okay, we've got an Ashfield to Springburn to Ashfield one. That's currently the only one, so we will accept it. And we want it to start on... Pick a platform, guys. Platform 3, platform 4, or platform 5. Really doesn't matter which one, but I'll let you guys decide. 5. Cool. So we will start on platform 5, and then it will head up to Springfield on platform 1, and then pick a platform for it to come in on, 1, 2, or 3. Three, cool. There we go. And it will come back in on platform 3. Let's have that. And we will escape out of this. And we can watch this one. We'll watch it, because it's the first train over some new track, we'll watch it quite closely. Okay, so for some reason the departure thing didn't work. Off to a great start. Maybe I just click if it's going to Queen Street or Springburn. And I'll do that on all of these. That way to... Okay, and I'll just automatically set the route to there. Into the auto block. I think that auto block can fit 2 trains, but not quite sure. Then that will head up, and it should automatically route onto platform 1 for Springburn. Okay, and then it will turn around now and head down. And then the relay sensor kicks in, sends it through that way, where it then goes back through the auto block. We'll speed it up. And then on to platform 3. There you go, guys. You helped schedule a train. Round of applause to chat. Hooray! Yeah. And that's all done. I may just have a look and see what we can get. Can't get any Have we not unlocked intercity trains yet? So intercity trains are a bit like the I'll show you. A bit like these regional trains, but they're for passengers, I think. Oh no, they go intercity, so they kind of go from one side of the map to the other. They don't stop. But it'd be cool to get a few of them going. Have we not unlocked that? That'd be a new intercities. So let's see if we can get some of them. I want some more going into and out of Ashfield. So there's another Ashfield Springburn one. Yeah, there's just another one there. I might just go through. Do I need a new building for intercities? We don't. It should be covered by conductor. But I may just go decline a load. We've got one. We've got our first intercity train, guys. So I will walk you through this. So what this wants to do is it comes from Ashfield and it stops at Queen Street and then it goes to Bridgerton. So it's like, so because Glasgow is a city, it's like this one's coming from Edinburgh. And then I don't know where Ashfield is. Ashfield's actually to the west, so maybe it's coming from Fort William. Through Ashfield to Queen Street, and then it's going from Queen Street to Bridgerton, so maybe it's heading out on the Edinburgh line. My Glasgow geography really isn't that good. But yeah, we can see that it's actually just going to be passing a load of stations. So it comes in on Ashfield. Pick a platform, guys. 3, 4, or 5. 4, okay. And then it's going to go to Queen Street and pick a platform 3 or 5. 5, okay. And then it will go to Cumbernauld, and this will have to be on platform 3, and then Bridgerton on platform 2. So now we just have to fit it in, which we should be able to do just like that. And that should be good. So we'll do this. And it'll be arriving quite quickly. Oh, the game's paused. Be arriving now. So if you look at this one, guys, it says IC, which means intercity, and it's only got a train one side. So we can send it through there. We can track it like that, and then it will come out, and the game freezes for a moment. I mean, there is quite a lot of trains going on. So that, and this comes into Queen Street. We'll stop at platform 5. And then it's going to head up through our new little bit, which is cool. And all works perfectly, where it will now get configured into Cumbernauld. Goes through our junction that we built earlier in today's stream. And we can speed it up. It's now going on to platform 3, where it will pass straight through and go to Bridgerton as soon as that train's left. There we go. Now you can also see that these trains are longer, so that may affect how we how big our system is. So this one we can see is quite compact already. So we saw that the intercity train stopped here, and it stopped things going through the back. So we may have to redesign all of this at some point, especially when you look over here and you can see the kind of scale that we're eventually aiming for. But we've now got another intercity, which is coming from Steps to Springburn to Ashfield. So let's work this one out. Starts on platform 2, will come through onto platform 1, and again guys, pick a platform 1, 2 or 3. 2, cool. And it will come through onto platform 2. So that will be quite a quick one. And that will be starting now. So you can see it heading down, automatically getting routed that way. This is going to be a test. It heads, oh yeah, it will head straight across to Springburn. A little bit of a delay there, but that's fine. It will stop at Springburn. It arrived about 15 seconds early. And then it will head down into the auto block. You can see that there was another train also in the auto block there. And then it's going to keep going through the auto block, and it should go to platform 2 like you guys wanted it to. Okay, now something interesting happened here. I'll put it onto the screen so that you guys can see. It says the actual travel time is significantly shorter than scheduled. So what we can do is we can optimize this. So we can see that it we've allowed for 6 minutes between Steps and Springburn, and it took 5 minutes 56. But between Springburn and Ashfield, it took 5 minutes 36, and we allocated 7 minutes. So we can make the passage in Ashburn a bit quicker. We can get a bit more money for it. What we wouldn't want to do is do that, because it would take 5 minutes 36 and we've only allocated 5 minutes. So we can take a minute off, gain 400, and yeah, improve that going forward in the future. I think we'll get another one. Ashfield to Queen Street to Steps. Okay, so passing in the other direction. 3, 4 or 5? What do you think, guys? 3? Okey-doke. And then it's going to go to Queen Street and pick either 5 or 3. 3 again. And then it's going to go to steps, and it will have to go into steps on platform 1. Cool. So then we do the same thing. They'll be arriving now. And we can speed up time. It's going on to platform 3, where it will stop for a minute. Oh, and we have a problem. We don't have a departure sensor on platform 3 for heading where it needs to. That's an oversight. So this can go in many different directions. So that way to Ashfield, and then that way to Steps or Cumbernauld, and that way to Glasgow Central. So we will automatically we'll manually route it that way. And that's going to get passed through. It will wait a moment there. Yeah, because of our delays, but that's our fault. It's not the train's fault. And then that's going to get routed up there, and we're going to get a massive lag spike. And this is going to then head onto Steps, which is going to be a little bit late. It's going to be 5 minutes late, and it's going to complain to us about that, but that was our error, so we can just ignore that. Okay, is there anything we can do interesting here? Not really yet. This could be another good fun one. Whifflet to Glasgow Central to Ashfield, another intercity. Hopefully we can fit this in to Whifflet somewhere. We know Whifflet's already quite busy, so this could be a bit of a challenge. In fact, let's set the platform that we want it to come on. Alright, so we want it to be on platform 1. This is going to be 4. This is going to be 1. And then Glasgow, it's going to be platform 3. And then it's going to come through platform 3 on that way. And then your choice, guys, at the end. 1, 2, or 3 for Ashfield. 1. Okay. Platform that's got nothing on yet, so that's good. Now let's try and fit it in. Can't quite fit it in there. But what about there? Nope. Nope. Oh, this is going to be a challenge and Whifflet. Trying every single minute. Obviously this repeats every hour, so. Okay, that's looking quite good to start with. And yeah, that's looking good here. So that's not actually going to depart until 8:23. So while that does its thing, let's set up another one. Ashfield to Queen Street to Steps. This should be simple. Okay, 3, 4 or 5. 5. And Queen Street, it can be on 5 or 3. 5. We'll configure that. And then it needs to come in on platform 1. I guess we could also expand steps at some point if we need to. Okay, we can see that this one, that we've already done that route before. So we'll keep an eye out for this one. And we can probably configure... Oh, this could be an interesting one. Ashfield to Cumbernauld to Whifflet. Okay, guys. 3, 4 or 5 for Ashfield. 4. Okay. And then for Queen Street, 5 or 3. 3, okay. Then it's going to go into Cumbernauld, and yep, platform 4 is good on that one. Then platform 1, platform 4, platform 1. Okay, now we've got to try and fit this one in. Ooh, everything except Motherwell, which is a bit annoying. Okay, there's not a gap at Motherwell until about 10 minutes time, so I will shift that, see if I can fit it in that gap. Back one more. But now Newton's got a conflict. And now Cumbernauld got a conflict. Is there any reason why... Yeah... why I have to send it there? Oh, because that's not configured to go out that way at the moment, so... Let's find another gap at Cumbernauld. Didn't work at Newton. Okay, that's looking good so far, and we've got a conflict at Motherwell. And now we've got a conflict at Newton. Come on, there's got to be some time that I can fit this in. Okay, I can fit it in, guys, but I can't put it on platform 3 at Queen Street. So, is it okay with you guys if I put it on platform 5? Of course. Cool. Just wanted to check. Make you guys feel like you're in control of these trains. There we go. So when was that departing? So that's not going to be departing until after this one, I think. So let's speed up time, and we will watch this one, and then we'll watch the other one, which is... where is it? It's going to be on that one, platform 1, I think. Oh no, that's going to be this one. Looking down here. Is it that one? Nope. Oh, it's going to be that one there, I think. The Ashfield to Whifflet, so that's going to be leaving first. And then we can see it on this side, so that's going to be coming in there. And then our other trial train is going to be leaving a little bit before, so these trial trains are actually going to pass each other. Here you go, here's one. Ooh, we're holding up the train behind us. But that's okay. We should be heading in different places, different directions. So that passed through platform 5. That one was going to platform 3. And then that's going up to Steps, but this is going to Cumbernauld. So, yeah, should be all fine. So that's on its way to Cumbernauld now, where it should wait. And then it will start to head down, and once this is clear, it will head down to all the way down here. But the path is blocked for some reason. This doesn't look good. Okay, there's a big traffic jam there. Whoa. And that's now affecting all the way up here. Okay, so that's around 35 minutes past the hour. So we're going to have to look at what's causing that. The next time that 35 minutes, or 25-2, comes around. Oh gosh, what's going on? Our train hasn't moved. Let us through! Well, this isn't good. It's like 10 minutes it's been waiting there. Finally! Okay, that needs to go to Newton. That's on the wrong platform. So if we now... Oh, is this going to conflict with a load of stuff? Did we set the wrong platform at Newton? We did. And yeah, this is why it's going to conflict with a load of stuff, because it was waiting for a gap. Silly Clevprof. Okay. I think we wait for this one and we might not be able to fit it in. So you're actually going to want to head to there. Actually, yeah, I know there's delays on the line at the moment. Yeah, so once this reaches the end, we'll cancel this one so it doesn't continue. and then we'll watch what happens. So we can click cancel there. Is this what happens when the train announcement says delayed due to a fault on the line? Normally that's because some track is broken, which I'm very thankful doesn't happen here. But sometimes it is because like one train was late and then this happens. Oh my goodness. Right. You're going to send up to there, and then you should head straight across into there. We'll wait for this to catch up with itself, which I think it's doing now. We got any more delays anywhere? Yeah, we lost a little bit there, but that's okay. I think next time we are going to be looking at optimizing the efficiency of the railway. So we will solve any conflicts that are happening at the moment, like when they're waiting here, possibly redesign this junction here so there's less little points and it's kind of just a lot more streamlined. And then we will upgrade the track speed and optimize again, because that way we can get a lot more trains through and we can accept a lot more contracts at Ashfield. We might even be able to accept a few more at Whifflet. But yeah, I think that's going to be a task for next time. Yeah, I think we've done pretty good today. I think this is a problem for future Clevprof. Future Clevprof hates past Clevprof because they always leave problems for themselves. So yeah, we will tackle all of this, I think, in the next stream, which I'm not quite sure when it will be. Maybe I'll do it next week. But you can always sort of follow to catch up, and I will just leave that with chaos there, and I will make a note after the stream. But I think, guys, we are going to end our stream there for today. So thank you guys so much. I don't know when I'll be streaming next. Hopefully it will be sometime towards the start of next week, and we'll probably be back on Ablecraft, grinding out some stuff for our next episode. But if you want to know, like, stay notified for when that is, you can follow me on Twitch. That will give you a notification the moment I go live. You can also follow me on Twitter and turn notifications on, because I do tweet every time that I also go live. And I have a plugin on my Discord channel, which you can join, and you can get a Discord notification for that when you join the server. There's an announcement channel. It gives all my videos and things. Yeah, you can follow me on TikTok as well. I'm sure my mod can put a link to all of my socials. Thank you very much in the chat. And just realised that doesn't actually have my TikTok on it. You can also head on over to my YouTube channel, where all of the VODs that I do appear there, as well as long form content and shorts. So you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and see this all over again. You can see the whole playlist. I've got a playlist of other rail route VODs over there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this stream and for being so supportive. Really does mean a lot. And let's see if we can find someone to raid. Oh, my mod is amazing, and I'll put a link to my TikTok in the chat. So let's see who is live. I'll try and stick with the rail route theme if at all possible. Filter by category. Let's have a look. I don't know if there is anyone currently streaming rail route. Why doesn't that work? Come on, Twitch. Don't know who to send you on over to, guys. It's a Sunday, so not many people are actually streaming. Could end without a raid? I could, but I don't like doing that. Want to support streamers. This person looks cool. I'm going to send you on over to the Couch Potatoes, who is streaming Phasmo. Obviously, Phasmo is a mature game, so be prepared. It's all about ghost hunting and things. I have been playing a bit of it myself. And yeah, I will send you on over to that person. Clevprof raid as our raid message. I will load that up now. My system's just taking a moment. So yeah, head on over to the Couch Potatoes. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. See ya.